Elon Musk just dropped two bombshells regarding FSD that you should know, that if you're a long-term Tesla investor, that you should know, because these are big updates coming and they're sheesh moments. And more importantly, it's giving us more outlook, more information about how, the revenues and profits will look like for FSD coming for this Q2 and so on and so forth. Because, hey man, the reason why I'm going all in into Tesla stock is because of this. Not because of the cars, not because of energy. Those are part of the process and plan. But the main thing is full self-driving. So let's get into these bombshells. And I know this video is supposed to be the supercharger video, and it's already recorded and being edited as we speak. But this is more important, and I need to get this out to you guys as soon as possible because it's a sheesh moment, and you gotta know. So smash that like button, hit subscribe. So the first bombshell that Elon Musk comes and just drops on us. It's a comment that he made on Whole Mars post here saying AI is taking off at an insane pace. And Elon says, yeah, seeing it everywhere. By the way, FSD version 12.4 goes to internal release this weekend and limited external beta next week. And here's the bombshell, guys. Roughly 5x to 10x improvement in miles per intervention versus 12.3. 5 to 10x improvement in miles per intervention. This is a big deal, guys. Pretty much what this means is that, if the Tesla's driving by itself, full self-driving 100 miles, and in those 100 miles, let's say there's 10 interventions, this reduces down to 1 or 5, because it's 5 to 10 times more improvement, which is a big deal, which is this thing is getting closer to driving on its own. It is driving on its own, but just improving at a rapid pace. The exponential rate of improvement, it's just absolutely insane. And then he goes on to say that 12.5 will be out in late June. These things are coming out like flipping rabbits, man. It's crazy. It's insane. And a lot of people are sleeping on this. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. The rest of it is all about coding stuff. The most important part here is the 5x to 10x improvement part. This was the first bombshell, and it was a big one, but he's not done yet. When will Cybertruck have FSD? And Elon replies here saying with 12.5, so late June as well. Now, obviously, we gotta, take everything with a grain of salt with Elon and all that kind of stuff. His timelines are not correct, but recently, gotta give credit where it's due, with the FSD stuff, he's been pretty on point. So that's amazing. 12.4 to 12.3. At this point, and Elon said it himself, this is going to version 13. This thing's getting closer and closer by the day. And I hope the stock stays down for a little bit longer. I just want to buy more shares before people start to realize that, whoa, this is something. All right, so that's the first bombshell. The second bombshell, and I think this is even a bigger bombshell that we all need to know because there's a lot of speculation going on out there. The trial that Tesla did with the 2 million eligible users that got the free trial, only 2% of them converted to, FSD, the monthly $99 per month, or the full take, whatever it was. But they're saying 2%, which is around like 40,000 people or users. That didn't sound right to me, but rumors, especially with Tesla, when it comes to Tesla, all the FUD gets spread. Well, Elon Musk comes and comments to this and confirms what is true. Check this out. He comments back to Whole Mars. Man, Whole Mars and Elon Musk, they're like a duo on freaking X, man. It's flipping crazy. But he's commenting on Whole Mars' comment that he is recoding and commenting on a post that's talking about the 2%. I know it's a little mishmash, but if you guys aren't on X, you guys should definitely be on X. And follow me there as well, because I do post a lot of stuff, juicy stuff there about Tesla. But pretty much, Elon Musk does comment back to this and says, I don't comment on everything, and sometimes I don't see it, and commenting on everything makes it easy to fish for information. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Tesla investors on X are trying their best to fish as much information as much as possible. Whether he likes something, or he shares something, or he comments on something, it takes it out of, not proportion, but it gets amplified to the next level until he actually confirms things like this. That's when I take things and amplify it because they're big deals. But the bombshell line, here it is. The take rate is much higher than 2%. Please. Now the please part was pretty interesting. If you know, you know, but much higher than 2%. This this is extremely bullish for me. I was expecting, for me, this looks like it's in the double digits, and I do expect it to be around 10 to 15. Shout out to Yashu. He did make a post saying this could be around 25%. And Elon did like that and comment and reposted that, all that kind of stuff. So maybe it's in the 20%. Who knows? But I think it's at least in the double digits, 10%. And check this out, guys. I did make a chart easily explaining this and breaking it down, how much revenue per month Tesla will make annually, and with monthly and annual operating margins. Slap on a PE with that, with the market cap, and as well as what the 3 months for Q2, how much additional, funds or revenue and profits will be added on to that. So check this out, guys. And guys, smash that like button. Okay, so here we go. Eligible users, it's about 2 million. So we're going to keep it at 2 million. Monthly subscription around $99 per month with operating margin percentage of 60%. So let's start off at 5%, even though 2 to 5% is not much higher. But let's, go with 5%, and bam, look at all these numbers come in. I absolutely love it. That's about 100,000 users who opt into it. That's a monthly revenue of almost $10 million. Annual revenue of almost $120 million, 60% operating margin. That's about almost $6 million in monthly profits. And on an annual basis, over $71 million. Now, obviously, that's 5%. If we hit 10%, which I think that's around that base, it's around, at the moment, it could continue increasing or maybe even decreasing. But 10%, I think it's a fair number. I think it's a fair and intelligent guess here. Then everything's doubled here, right? 20 million in monthly revenue, almost $250 million in an annual revenue. Monthly operating profits would be just below 12 million, and on an annual basis would be over 142 million. Now, some of you guys are saying 60% is too low. It should be closer to 90%, 80%. Although I do agree, but I'm going to keep it 60% to stay conservative. This is practically free money for Tesla, but keeping it at 60%. How can this contribute to, let's say, on an annual basis for the EPS, if it's 10%, right? For new users, right? This is not including existing users. These are new users. This part is important. This statement is important. So let's give it a 30 PE, which I think it should be more than that, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. That would give an additional market cap of 4.2 billion and an EPS of only 4 cents. Bruh. So nothing. It does nothing for an annual basis for the, financials. It does absolutely nothing, which that would only add a stock price of $1.22. Nothing. But most important part here, it's not about what's going on now. The most important part here is the scaling. If Tesla can scale this, which they can, it's an absolute game changer. So this year, you shouldn't expect any improvement in the EPS or stock price. I mean, only $1. It's not, it doesn't do anything. But if we go in 10 years time, where let's say Tesla has around 60 million, 50 million, let's go with 50 million vehicles on the road. And if you give that a 10% take rate, which is 5 million people has opt-in, which sounds like something that would happen on 1 year basis. Not entirely, which we'll get to that bit. At a $99 per share, or $99 at a monthly subscription, which by the way, at that time, it wouldn't make sense to have a $99 when almost everyone's going to be doing full self-driving, right? But let's go with this, right? I guess we would call this a mega bear case. That would mean a monthly revenue of $495 million in just, $500 million every month just off this. On an annual revenue, $6 billion. Monthly operating margin of $300 million, or annually, it's about north of 3.5 billion. That would mean an EPS of $1.02 and a stock price of $30.55. Again, it doesn't change anything even with that, but this is new additional users opting into the service in a given year. Now, if you want to go ahead and add everybody, if you have 50 million vehicles on the road and everyone has it, if you want to add all of them, I think by 10 years time, I would say at a bear case, 50% of them should have it. And that's a bear case. And look at that, everything completely flipping changes. 25 million vehicles have been opt-in, and again, I don't think this is the bear case. I think it's going to be a whole lot more. But a monthly revenue is 2.5 billion, and then annual revenue is $30 billion. Monthly operating margin is 1.5 almost, and annual basis is 18 billion, which is what they're doing now. And if you want to give that a 30 PE, that's a market cap of $500 billion, which is pretty much what it is right now. And then an EPS of $5.09. That's a stock price of just below $5.53 per share. And this is just this. Now, some are saying $99 is not going to be the case in 10 years time. Probably going to be around $2.99. I'm going to say $1.99. And things just completely changed. Take a look at that. $300 per share. It's just insane. Obviously, it's not financial advice. None of this is, but it's just, giving you perspective on how scalable this thing is and how Tesla can just achieve this, which is just absolutely insane. Let's come back to reality a little bit. Let's look at this year or in the next 2 months. How could Tesla add this to their current Q2 earnings with these numbers. So 2 million, 10%. If we're doing monthly revenue of just below 20 million, we just multiply that by 3. That's about $60 million in 3 months or in 1 quarter revenue, and north of $35 million in just profits added on for Q2. So we should expect these numbers or somewhere around these numbers once Q2 is in. Obviously, Tesla is not releasing these numbers, but in the revenue and profits, there should be some upticking and stuff like that. Unless Tesla comes out and puts a software revenue or FSD revenue, then things are going to be a whole lot clearer. But this is a big deal. That's crazy. More than 2%, 10%. This is just the beginning, guys. It's the beginning of the FSD era, and we're not even talking about the robotaxi, which we're going to find more information August 8th. All I'm saying is that these are a lot of exciting stuff, and it's coming to fruition slowly, which is flipping awesome. On top of that, we are seeing that Tesla maybe, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like Tesla's doing this, is that they are testing a Model 3 without any side mirrors and with cameras being on different spots like the rear window, the back side, the boot or trunk, and then the side. Something is very interesting here, and I don't know what they're testing, and there's a human there, by the way, so they are testing something, and I am 100% certain this is Tesla's doing, 100%. So again, the FSD era has started, and don't even get me started about the Optimus, because this thing just hurts my brain. And Elon Musk, tweets this and says, or posts this, says Optimus will be amazing. Let's not talk about Optimus because this thing really hurts my brain. It's a whole new level. Let's focus on full self driving. Let's just focus on this, because that is the reason why I'm all into Tesla stock, and I just don't see a second place here. It's gonna be crazy, sheesh. But it's clear as day, guys. It's clear as day that right in front of our own very eyes, Tesla company is transforming into a whole new company. I made a video about this recently, and you guys should check it out, because the data, and we're seeing it now, right? So check it out. Y'all won't be disappointed, guys. Get your I bought the dip t-shirt, or become a channel member, guys, or your sheesh short, whatever. So way of supporting me, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video, which is going to be about the supercharger. See ya.